Well. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Angels of Enlightenment. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I am having okay. It's been I've been busy. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. Well, I can't even talk. 6 o'clock. So, and I've been running around. I just got home, actually. So, I was asked to come on and to post about the Scorpio season, actually. I have a lot of placements in Scorpio, so I know Scorpio energy very, very well. But welcome to my channel, Angels of Enlightenment. If I did not say that, if I did, I'm saying it again. Please like, subscribe, and share, and please comment. And also, please press the notification button so each time I post, you will get notified. Yes, I'm showing my face today. I wasn't going to, but I was like, yeah, why not? I was like, yeah, why not? But so I wanted to talk about Scorpio season because it's from October 23rd until November 21st. As I said, it's 111. So Scorpio season is where it's like death and rebirth. It's transforming to something beautiful, could be, or it could be letting go of the old and starting new. It could also be starting your fool's journey, meaning going to the unknown, to the death of the unknown. As in, I have Pluto in Scorpio, so my Pluto in Scorpio is the underworld. It's understanding death, rebirth, but not just that, but also communicating with the dead. As you guys know, I do channel sometimes dead people. I don't mean to. It just happens. It's in my chart. It's just there. You know. It's just there. So when I do Reiki on individuals, when I do sessions with them, I usually, as I said, that it's 212. I usually channel energy that's mostly masculine energy, and I work mostly with feminine. But it was weird because when I did Jesus, I channeled the masculine energy that he was very, very close to, and it was his mentor. So it just depends who wants to come through, and mostly it's from who they how can I say, who they loved the most, who they were connected with the most. That's what I channel mostly. So I get to see past, present, and future. It just all depends, what they want me to see, so I can tell these individuals that I'm helping healing the information that they need so they can move on with their own emotions, right? Because when you do Reiki, it's part of it's everything. It's your emotional state, your mental state. It's everything of your spiritual self that no one gives you the information of, and people call you crazy. It's like, no, people just suppress it, or they think that you're crazy and you're really not. If you know discernment very well, and plus if you have great people behind you, as I said, that it's 1:44 p.m. It's 1:44 right now. So my mentor is my spiritual mom. She's helped me understand my gifts. If it wasn't for this beautiful, amazing woman, I would not know. Like, I knew, but she just helped me understand my gifts in a better light. I never use, as I said, that's 414. I never use my gifts to harm anyone, to try to be manipulative. How can I say it? I already said it. It's just so hard to get tongue-tied. It's like they don't want me to say it. And it's like I'm trying to say it. Manipulative, okay? Or being vindictive, vicious, malicious, all those bad how can I say, bad emotions. As I said, that was 444. So using your gifts to help, and that's what I do. I help heal, to understand so you can move on with your life. because some people get stagnant. Like, and I'm going to tell you from my own experience, you know, before I came onto my path, like I said, before I met my twin, you know, I was going through a really tough time in my life. I lost my best friend. I was between life and death. As I said, that's 515. I was between life and death. I didn't know if I was going to make it home or not. And then, when was it? I ended up getting really sick for 2 years before I had my surgery last year. But the year before, it was 2019. It was in October. I left my twin in the beginning of the month of October, I remember, because his brother-in-law passed away that year of 2019. And at the time I was sick. I was really, really sick. And he didn't know that I was, but his sister knew, because you know, me and his sister were really close. We were best, like she was my sister. I consider her my sister. I told her everything. I never lied to her. I always told her everything. She was my confidant. She was my pillar. She was everything to me. And we're no longer friends, but I still consider her my sister. Out of everything, I miss her to death. But she's on her path and I'm on mine, right? So at that month, before I went to go get my Reiki license, I ended up really, really sick a few days before, October 9th of 2019, okay? And I lost our daughter, which I didn't know that I was pregnant until I was, like I said, I was sick. So I found out in the time when I was really, really sick, when I was just fighting just for my health, you know. So sorry that I'm getting emotional, because like I wasn't meant to have any more kids, so I wasn't looking forward to, you know what I mean? I didn't know. So I kept that secret to myself for a real long time. I stopped talking to a lot of people. I blocked a lot of people out. And my daughter gave me the motivation to keep on going. I have my other kids, of course, but it was just unexpected. I didn't know. And me and my Reiki teacher were talking about it when I went to my class for my master class. And I'm also a teacher, so I can attune others, individuals as well. I'm just not there yet. So I'm not ready to attune for Reiki for individuals at the moment. But when I'm guided to, I will. But with everybody getting the jab, I worked on someone before that got the jab, and I ended up getting energetically siphoned sick. Whatever, I don't know what the hell it was, but I'll tell you, it had me down for like 2 days. It was not the experience I ever want to experience again. I tell you that much. So that's why I protect my energy, especially being a high evolved energy healer. Like I said, so it's complicated to be around individuals, especially when you become enlightened and you start doing the inner work and you start clearing your aura, you start aligning your chakras, and you start doing the inner work that you need to do for yourself. It gets complicated being in the natural world, being around the 3D identity, because you've been, like, I was working in the ethers for 3 years before, and I was still doing my channel and stuff like that on and off, but I was mostly guided to work in the collective to help raise the consciousness and to help so pretty much I was in the background doing that. I was doing a lot of healing in the astros. So when I actually came down to, like, I still live my everyday life and stuff, but it was really hard to communicate with others, because once you become awakened and once you do the work, it's really hard. As I said, that it's 919. It's hard. Even me and Marlena have these conversations. She was awakened 2 years ago. So she's been on her path for 2 years. So she's like, we had a conversation last night and we were talking about, like, she was just so happy that she got to meet me, and I was so happy to meet her, because she's also a twin, as you guys know. She doesn't broadcast it on her channel, but that's how we met, because we shared our stories. She's a twin flame, I'm a twin flame. So neither of us are with our twin flames, but they help us awaken to our purpose and our life purpose, our mission on earth. As I said, that is 1001. But it also helped us be a better version of ourselves. It's helped us help others. As I said, that is 1010. Not just that, but it just opened our eyes to so much than what we ever thought of in a million years, and forever, my whole entire existence. So, and also looking at my chart, I've been in that process of me working in the astros. I've also done my chart. I've done my numerology. So please, I encourage you guys to look at your numerology. As I said, that's 1044. Look at your birth chart. Your birth chart tells you everything about yourself, what you're meant here to do, your life purpose. Just knowing yourself on a deeper spiritual level, not just a physical vessel. You have to know your soul, your spirit. And once you get to understand your soul and your spirit, as I said, that it's 1111, you can make your own magic. You could start manifesting the life that you want. You could start working your life purpose. And you can also be sovereign, be free, let go of the past, let go of unhealthy patterns, unhealthy thinking, unhealthy living. Don't we get into that spiral sometimes? Yes. Yes, we do. So, like I was saying, once I lost my daughter, it pushed me more, as I said, at 11:55, it pushed me more to just keep on moving. I've done multiple videos, animated videos that I love doing. And I think that's what I'm more passionate about. So I think I'm going to be doing more therapeutic visualization videos with you guys. So you can actually sit with yourselves, look at my videos, help you recenter your soul, recenter your mind, body, and soul. So you could be a better version of yourself. So you can understand your quirks, your weirdness, your uniqueness, and be okay with it. Because we're all meant here to be different. We're all not meant here to walk the same path as everybody else. We're all here to love each other. And also meeting my twin, it's helped me love myself more. Being on my twin flame path, because that's what I was guided to walk, was my twin flame path. That's to find yourself, to balance your feminine and masculine within you. I am the twin. I don't look at the other person. Yes, that is a divine counterpart that God chose to be a catalyst for my awakening. So I could walk my path, I could walk my truth, and I could share my story. That we're not crazy. Yes, we talk to dead people, and that's okay. My brother sees dead people. I see them too, but I see them more in a different light than my brother does. You know what I'm saying? So my brother is highly evolved as well. He's a Scorpio, actually. It's 1344. As I said, that he's a Scorpio, but he has other stuff in his chart as well. He's a very loving, kind individual that would do anything for anyone and anybody. And I know I don't really mention my brother, but when I do, because he's the only one I could talk to as well. But with my brother, it's when he is ready, he will be ready. You can't force anyone. Like the masculines, they know. But if they're not ready, you can't force the masculines to do something they're not comfortable with, that they're not ready to enter. They're scared. And it's okay. Me and my twin had these conversations. He's scared. And that's okay. As I said, that's 1440. Even Marlena, her twin is scared. Because we were programmed to say that tarot's bad, astrology is bad, it's part of the devil. You know what you see, what you hear, it's, oh, you're demon. No, you're not. You're fucking not. Stop listening to other people. Listen to your soul. What is your soul telling you? What is your soul calling you out to do? And that's where the transformation comes. That's when the death and the rebirth happens. And that's Scorpio. That's what Scorpio brings. Death and rebirth. It's dismantling who you thought you were to transform into something that you were meant here to be. That's what Scorpio is all about. It's going into the underworld. A lot of people don't want to go there. I've been there. I had to take myself out of it. When, in those dark night of the souls, that's when your transformation happens. It's up to you. A lot of people commit suicide when they come on a spiritual path. Okay? Some people make it and some people don't. Like I said, this journey is not for everyone. So don't look what you don't know. If you weren't chosen for this path, you was not chosen, and that's okay. Don't be upset, because I bet you the stuff that I see, the stuff that my brother sees, the things that we hear, that we see, sometimes we just don't care to see. We don't care to hear. But guess what? God gave you those gifts for a reason. How are you going to use those gifts? That's up to you, because karma is real. And I tell you guys this all the time, karma is real. It is. What you put out, you get back. What you, like I said, what you dish out, you get back. Tenfold. If you're a good person, good things will come to you. If you're an evil, vindictive, malicious person, that is going to come to you. If you're a cheater, a liar, an adulteress. So let's say you get into a relationship. Okay? And that person, you know, when you were talking to that person, they were talking to somebody else. Don't you think that that person's not going to do the same thing to you as they did to someone else? That they just did that to the same person that they cheated on you with? Come on. But as I say, once a player, always get played. If not, they end up with kids that are not even theirs. Better yet, they end up with AIDS, STDs, gonorrhea, because they always think that the grass is green on the other side. I'm just saying. I've lived it with my partner for 15 years. The first, I'm going to say the first 3 years, it was good. It was bad and good. But the cheating didn't start. Wait, I have to re-emphasize this. For the first year of our relationship, or half of a year, he did not ever cheat. Okay? The first half year that we were together. When I got into my car accident, it was confusing right there, like in that time frame, because like, what did I? Yeah, we had a car accident in that time. I had my car accident. I was getting better or whatever. So after my car accident, that's when he started to cheat on me. And he would leave me for other girls. Did I ever do it back to him? No. In the 15 years, I never cheated on the individual. When he left, I did my own thing. But that was after 4 years. Of 4 years dealing with the bullshit. Okay? But I never cheated on him. It's one thing I do not believe in. If you're going to be with someone, why cheat? Leave the situation. There's no reason to cheat. If you're not happy in a relationship, what's the point of staying in something that you're not happy in? As I said, that it's 1944. And then I had to deal with it with my twin. We weren't dating, but he was talking to other individuals, especially on Snapchat. Not just Snapchat, Facebook. 2002. I guess now he has to live with the choices that he made. Having a child that's not even his. And then he lost our child. We lost our child. So what did he really win? What did he really gain? Nothing. But that was the lessons that he needed to learn, and the lessons I needed to learn. So we both learned our lessons. But it, going through that experience, I grew from that experience. As I said, that's 2044. It made me stronger. Losing our daughter made me stronger. I lost a child when I was 18, and that was with my husband. And that didn't affect me as much. We weren't ready at the time when I ended up getting pregnant and losing our daughter. I remember it was a sack. I know how it looks like. I've had a miscarriage before. So, you know what I mean? And that did not hurt me as much as my daughter from my twin did, due to the fact that I invested time on and off with him. Not just that, I did fall in love with him. Deep down inside, I know he's a good person. But was he good for me? No, because he lied. I took him back because of the fact that I know the person he could be. I seen the potential in his soul. And the kid has great potential. He's a great craftsman, great contractor. He can build stuff from the ground up. And I'm not going to down him for that, because at the end of the day, he is the child. He is my daughter's father. Even if she's not here, she still had a heartbeat. As I said, it's 2212. I was 2 months pregnant. 2 months. Because we ended up together in August, and I ended up losing her in October. We were together on my birthday of 2019, and I lost her in October. The first week of October. So, and I've seen he's kind of grown in a sense in his work ethics, and him being more responsible, and him doing what he needs to do for his kids. And he also took on a responsibility that he was confused about. He didn't know. He was just as innocent, but he also wasn't. Remember what I tell you, what you put out is what you get back. That's what you're going to attract. As I said, that it was 23. And he attracted someone that was just as low as him. Because look at what you did to me. So, but us losing our daughter, that wasn't his fault. And that wasn't my fault either. It was God's choice. Does it hurt? Yeah, I never got to hold my daughter. I will never ever get the chance to ever hold her, to ever say anything to her. Yeah, I've seen her in spirit. That's about it. That's it. But it's transformed me to where I'm at now, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for all the lessons. I'm grateful for everything. But losing a child is not the easiest thing. I see my mother-in-law lose 2 of her children. Her first son, and I remember that very well. I remember that knock on that door on January 3rd of 2003. No, 2004, I'm sorry. 2004. It's been a long time. It's been like 18, 19 years already. Wow. That he committed suicide. As I said, I was 44. And then 5 years ago, I lost my best friend, the father of my kids. We didn't have the greatest relationship, but at the end of the day, he's still the father of my kids. He didn't have to go out the way he did, the way they did him. And what hurts the most, I never got to say goodbye. Only at the morgue. So treasure your loved ones. Even though if you guys are not talking, whatever, send them love. Like I said, I would never hate my twin. I could never. I forgive him. I send him love. I wish him the best. I wish that he gets every desire of his heart, just as well as everybody else been in my life. Even my mother, even the crazy things that she's done to me, I still forgive her. I will always love her because she was the only one that actually took her time and raised me. Yeah, it wasn't the best thing, but it could have been worse. She doesn't know what happened to me as a child. A lot of the stuff that did happen to me, she doesn't know about it. She wouldn't believe me anyways. But the stuff that she's done to me, I could forgive, but I will never forget. I will never speak to that lady ever again in my life. And she's 80-something years old now. I think she's 80 now or something. I don't even know. Haven't talked to her in almost 3 years. And to be honest, it's been the best 3 fucking years of my life. 2, 3 years, something like that. I can't even count. But what she's done to me, what you've seen in my videos, and there's proof that things did occur. Like, how can two people that don't know each other from a hole in the wall say the same thing? And I know because I could scan my aura, I could scan my body and see where they are. Not everything that they seen. I seen just portion of it. God didn't choose me for just nothing. I am a healer. People could tell you stuff that I've told them, and it's come true. It's come true. But this Scorpio season is going to be very intense emotions because Scorpio has to do with the underworld of death, but also transformation for the good or for the bad. We all have a choice in life. It's what we choose to do with our lives, what we choose to invest in, what we choose to invest our energy. And if you don't know about energy, go do some research. That's why people shouldn't just be sleeping with anybody. I'm just saying, energy is real. You're taking on other people's karma is real. Feeling other people's energies, it's real. When I was sleeping with my twin, I've seen everything. I felt it. It's like I felt what the other girls and whatever dudes they were messing with, because they were also messing with other people too. So it was like what is it? It was just like everybody's sleeping with everybody. I had to feel all of that. No, I don't. Especially if you're a really high sensitive individual, and especially if you've done work on yourself, it's impossible. I'm telling you that from my own experience. From everybody else's experience, that's their experience. I'm giving you my experience. That's why I don't share my energy with just anyone. So, just if you're going through a really hard time and you're going through, because Scorpio is getting into your deep emotions, getting into your core of what you really want in relationships. What do you really want for yourself? It could be any type of relationship. As I said, that's 29. I'm grateful and honored to be in healthy relationships now. And I will never turn back. Never. Especially when you're on a spiritual path, you can't go back. It's impossible. Ask Marlena. Once you become awakened, you can never go back to sleep. especially if you are chosen for this path. It's not an easy one. Like I say again, don't look for what you do not know and what you do not understand. So, but if you're meant to, if God chose you to walk the unknown, it's for a reason. It's to show you who you truly are within you, your gifts. As I said, that was 30-30. Not just your gifts, your talent, your uniqueness, your purpose, your transformation from the 3D to the 5D. Consciousness, being conscious of what you do, knowing what's right and what's wrong, knowing if you're in a relationship and it's toxic, get the fuck out of it. Why keep on prolonging your own death, your own misery? There's so many people that are married right now. As I said, there's 3111. They're fucking unhappy. They're so unhappy, it's ridiculous. There's people in relationships because of money, status, kids. What else? I could keep on naming all of it. That will never be me. If I ever do end up in a relationship that God chooses for me, obviously he has to be spiritual. Obviously, he has to do the inner work, obviously. And he also has to love himself. He has to put himself first and never settle for less. So we could be equal. Him not above me or below me or thinking that he owns me. Or better yet, thinking that he's superior than I, when I could do the same shit you can. Men can't do the same thing women can. I'm just saying. A man cannot give birth. Only a woman can. And I could say there's some things that I can't do as a man. Like, let's say, be a father. Showing my kids how to be a masculine. I can guide them, but I can't show them because I'm not a man. Simple as that. I am not a man. As I said that at 3303. I would love to have a role model for my children, but when that's time for God. And if a man's going to be in my life, they're going to have to love my kids and me. Because when I invest in someone, I put their child before them. And I think that should, like when I was with my twin, I used to work at a school. As I said, this is 3333. I worked at a school. I worked at an elementary school at the time. And it's crazy because that same year that I started, his son started kindergarten. And I didn't know that I was going to be part of his class. I was assigned for lunch to be part of his one of his class aides for that year. And me and him grew a deep, deep bond. I love that kid, man. That kid is just so special. That kid is so gifted beyond his years. That kid is so smart, and that kid has so much potential. I miss that kid. I tell you right now, I freaking miss that kid. Because when I was going through a hard time with my oldest son at the time, when I started to interact with his son at school, like I was going through a tough time, he kind of like helped me. When I went to school, I always loved, but not just him. There was other kids too that I really loved. As I said, that was 34. And I got a really cool bond with a lot of kids in that school. And a lot of staff too. They loved me and I loved them too. And the teacher that I actually was an aide for in one specific classroom, because I had one class And and I was an aide for that. I was kind of like a teacher's assistant for that. So I was a teacher assistant and I was an aide for the school. So when I had my own class, it was in second grade. I had second grade class. I would grade papers. I would do everything pretty much as the teacher did. And when she wasn't there, there was another teacher, and I would pretty much help the sub that didn't know what the hell she was doing, or he. So I would pretty much take over the class, but someone had to be there, like a sub. So I pretty much took care of the class throughout the day. Like I would, because I knew her schedule, I knew what she wanted, because I would do her papers and everything. I would print whatever she wanted for the week. So I kind of already knew. So when a sub came, I would pretty much take over the sub's class. So, but at lunchtime, I would have 11:30 or 11 until 12:30, 1 o'clock. That was my aid time for lunch. So I was in charge of kindergarten until second grade, second all the way until fifth grade. So, like I said, my twin son was part of that group. He was in kindergarten. I would, watch his class, and then 2 other classes that was in kindergarten too, like that same row. So not just his class, I was monitoring other classes too at his time schedule, at his lunch schedule. So we had a good bond. You know what I mean, with him and other kids in his class, not just in his class, other like fifth grade. I loved the fifth grade class, even though they were rambunctious, as I said, 36, 36. I was the only one. They're like, and the times when I didn't go to school, they were like, and when I came back, they're like, oh my God, we missed you. Like, where have you been? Like, they're the only ones they listen to you. It's because I have the charm. So, and when I did leave, the boys would be like all freaked out, like, where were you? Like, because I would play with them. I would like conversate with them, and I would keep them chill. Like, I've worked with kids all my life, so I kind of know the feel of them. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So me and his son created an awesome bond in school, but then his mother was being weird and thinking like, I don't know what the heck was going on with the girl. So I decided to take myself out of the equation. So I wasn't an aide for lunch. I stopped in like April of that year. So yeah, I stopped in April of that year doing lunch because I didn't want his mom to be mad at him for talking to me, and I didn't want him to feel awkward. I didn't want to put a little child in a position on choosing. That's not me. That would never be me. That's why I left my twin, so he didn't have to choose. Like I said, I knew the kid wasn't his. I didn't want him to choose a child over me at all. I don't want to be put in that situation. So I took myself out of the equation, and I dealt with my own grieving process of us losing our child while he got to adventure off with a child that wasn't even his, that he thought honestly it was, and it's not. It doesn't look like him. It doesn't, nothing. All his kids resemble him some way, somehow. This child does not resemble him at all. And there's a really, really deep family secret that he doesn't even know. I know. As I said, they're 38, 38. And that probably also, if the opportunity probably ever came, maybe in the near future, whatever the case may be, I don't even know how that would even work, because I can't hide a big secret like that. I just can't. And it's really disturbing. It's pretty much the scenario he's going through right now. The same scenario he's going through right now. If he knows the things that I know, he would be like, I know him. Let's say it wouldn't be pretty. So I rather just take myself out of that whole equation and let God bless me with someone that is deserving of my love to them and being reciprocated in the same manner. I never had love. I don't know what that actually is. I know what it is with my kids. I did have it with my son's father, but it wasn't enough to sustain because it was damaged. Because of the lie. Well, he never lied. I could say one thing: he never lied. He was always honest. It was just the drinking, the drugs, the girls. He wasn't ready to settle down. And that's okay. I took myself out of that equation too. Even having 3 kids, I still took myself out of the equation. So, if if something is not right, if you know that whatever situation that you're in, get yourself out of it. For your sake, for your mental, physical, and spiritual health. As I said that, it was 40-40. And it's 221 right now. Remember, you are your own creator. You create the life that you want. You can create chaos, destruction, or you could create transformation. So that cycle of death and transforming. This is what Scorpio is all about. Leave the past behind. Look forward to the future. Yes, it's the hardest decision you will ever make, but it will be the best decision you would ever make. For you, for yourself, for your self-worth, for your self-respect, for your soul, and for you to evolve. So, just hold on tight. It's going to be a rough, and plus we have a lunar eclipse coming in November. I'm warning you guys now. And then we have a solar eclipse in December. Lunar eclipses and solar eclipses are to eclipse things that are not. And the universe will do it for you. Trust me, the universe has done mine. Especially if you're meant to walk a spiritual path, he's going to crumble everything. And if you keep on with the same shit, the same hamster wheel, and not changing it, the universe is going to do it for you whether you like it or not. And I've told this to my twin multiple times. I don't care if we're together or not. The universe, you are meant here to do something greater than yourself. With or without me. You're meant to shine. You're meant to grow. You're meant to have everything your heart desires. But the choice is yours. The choice is no one else but yours. So, yeah. Deep conversation today. I was, obviously I was meant here to give you this message because we all been in those dark places, and Scorpio season is going to be a time of letting go, a time of transformation. It's a time of transforming and going into the unknown, like the Fool card, going into your fool's journey, following your path, following your joy, following what is meant for you, what God has chosen you to do at this time. Like I say, look at your chart, look at your numerology. If you want, also, Marlena always posts her numerology on her channel. You could watch her channel as well. We're all here. We're all part of a puzzle. We're all here to help each other. Not here to use each other. Not here to gain, to manipulate. We're all here supposed to help. As I said, it's 44-33. If you don't want the help, that's on you. If you don't want to evolve and grow, that's on you. As I said, that 44-44. There you go. I just burped. I haven't burped the whole time I was on. So the transformation is yours. It's going to be for the better, or it's going to be for the worse. Or you're going to keep on attracting the same individual. Not the same individual, the same circumstances with the other person. You should sit there and ask yourself, why are you attracting these same people? The person that you just left to go to someone else, and you're attracting that same vibration. Someone disrespecting you, someone cursing at you, someone just narcissistic. Let's put it that way. Do you want someone that's narcissist? Do you want to continue to keep on attracting someone that's narcissistic? I fucking don't. I've been there, done that. I dealt with that all my life with narcissism and bipolar. But we all know what's right and what's wrong. Or you want to stay in victim. You want to be a narcissist, or you want to stay in victim mode, blaming everybody else and not take a responsibility of your own damn actions and what you do. So that's what that is. So I'm going to actually just keep on looking at this deck, and I'm like, okay, what do you got to say? What do you got to tell me? What do you got to tell the collective right now? What do you got to say? Because you're just like looking at it, like you stare, like calling me, pull me in. Okay, let's see what they have to say. Wait, no, it wasn't October. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just thinking like, wait, I didn't graduate from my master's in Reiki in October. No, it was November. I'm so sorry, guys. No, it was November. See, because I was kind of, obviously something must have happened. Yeah. Oh, you know why I got it confused? Due to the fact that his brother-in-law passed away in the beginning of October, and I left him at that time. So I didn't know I was pregnant until the end of October, beginning of November. So it was like in the mix of November and the ending of October when I was pregnant. So I found out in the beginning, because like I said, I was really, really sick for October. Like I didn't even have my son's birthday party. And his birthday is October 12th. So that's where I got the dates confused, because I just dawned on me. So guys, I'm not lying or anything. So please, like, I don't need to. Like, my whole freaking story of my life is on this damn channel. I just was getting so much like downloads on what to say, and you know what I mean? So I was just like spilling it all out while you know what I mean, while I was speaking. So yes, I lost our daughter in November. Message for the collective. Denial. I heard denial of your transformation, denial of your own gifts, denial. Why? Why are you denying yourself? I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So fear causes denial. As I said, that is 4911. And that is true. So my divine masculine, masculine. I can't say divine masculine because he's still hasn't even taken responsibility of the lies that he created for himself. So, but he was fearful of the path, of the unknown. We've had conversations. I was too. I was there too. I was in denial. So I was part of it in the beginning. I'm not going to lie. Because I fell hard. I didn't understand what these feelings were. I didn't understand what this connection was at the time. And then once I started to do research and get deep, then I was like, and then I looked at my chart and I looked at my numerology, and then I put the pieces together like, what? I didn't know about twin flames. Marlena either. But they also gave me a vision of him. And if you see in my intro, I talk about it in my intro. But to be honest, I don't, I really want someone new. After everything we've been through and the stuff that he said, I couldn't take him back. As I said, that is 50-50. I don't care if we had a kid or not. She's not here. So nothing really bonds us together, but just the connection. That's the only thing that bonds us together is the connection. And I know I will never get that connection with anyone because the only connection I had like that was with my son's father. That's why I wasn't really with anybody else. I didn't want anybody else because I never thought I could ever get that connection again. And I tell you, I was with other people. I was. But not as intense as these two individuals. Well, one, it was lighter than the other. Like my husband's connection, it was strong. It was deep. And I looked at his chart. We have a lot of stuff similar as well. So I knew he was my soulmate. As I said, that is 51-51. I knew that. But I didn't know there was such thing as twin flames. So he was the one that helped me transform. He helped me see things in a different light, helped me unlock my gifts. Well, I had gifts, but it just helped me understand my gifts better. It helped me be who I am today. So meeting him was a blessing, but also like, wow, it was a lot of lessons. I can't regret anything that happened in our past and in our path. But one thing that really came good out of it, even though we lost our daughter 2 years ago, like I said, in November, between October and November, I think the only really good thing came out of it was the growth, my spiritual growth for who I am now. I get to create videos. I get to work. I don't get to work in the ethers anymore because that's not where I'm called anymore. But I just get to see things. I get to heal people. I get to use my hands to heal people. I get to channel messages. I get to put a smile on someone's face. That's what I love the most about this journey. That's why I'm still here. And this is where God wanted me. Blame. I accept responsibilities for my well-being. Don't do the blame game. I took responsibility, like I told you when I started my path. I was part of it too. I take full responsibility. When my twin tried, I left. I ran. When I tried, he ran. So it was both of our ends, to be honest. Because the connection is just, tell you. It's beyond something that I cannot explain. So they want you to have freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. What was I telling you guys? That's crazy. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Yes, they are. Adversity is to learn from every experience, every lesson. and acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. As I said, that 5-5-15. Accept that you cannot change someone, no matter how good you are. No matter how much you want for that person, no matter how much love you have for that person, don't settle for less. Go love yourself. Once you love yourself, God will give you that same person that will love you in return. But first, you got to go love yourself. First, go do the introspection. As I said, that 5-5-5-5. Massive change. So it's time for me to go. It's been almost an hour, but that was the message for you guys. That death and transformation, it's so worth it. But are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to work hard for what you really want? I worked really hard to get where I'm at today. And I won't give my energy just to anyone. I will not invest in just anyone. From now on, God's going to make sure that I invest in my children and in myself first. And when if God chooses me to be with a partner, he has to love himself well as well. He has to put barriers. He has to put boundaries. As we all do. We have to put boundaries with our mothers, our father. I don't have a father. I never had a father and a mother. I don't really know what it is to be loved by one. I sure love one. I wasn't blessed with one. I was blessed with an adopted one, but that wasn't, she just showed me about God. She showed me about being a human being. She showed me about kindness. She showed me about giving. She showed me, she didn't give me that much love. But I have love from God, and that's all that matters. So, and she also showed me how to respect myself as a woman and not just sleep with anybody. So, so she did show me amazing qualities, and that's who I am today. But the things that she's done, I forgive, but I will never forget, and I would never speak to her ever again. That's one thing I would never do. I've learned my lessons, especially like the stuff that she's done. She knows that I'm raising my kids by myself. She knows that I have health issues already, and you're just going to be more vindictive because you don't want to see me succeed. Who does that? I want to see my kids succeed. I want my kids to touch the sky, to know that sky is the limit. The universe is the limit. It's not just the limit. It's limitless. You are limitless. Always remember you are limitless. And don't ever think otherwise. My mother never said good job or I'm proud of you or I'm happy for you. She never fucking said that shit. She always said I was going to be nothing. I was going to be a prostitute like my mother. I was never going to amount to nothing. Just fucking ridiculous shit. Even when I was going for my Reiki license, getting my Reiki certificates. That was to heal myself. That wasn't for anybody else. That was for me. That's what Reiki is all about. It's to help heal yourself. To help heal your traumas, your depression, your anxiety, your dysfunction within yourself. Why are you attracting these individuals in your life? I get it now, God. I get it. I get it. Don't dim yourself to fit in someone else's shoes. Go make your own self happy. Go create the life that you want, not what your parents want for you or they think it's best for you. Because a lot of fucking parents these days don't want to see their kids happy. And I know a few. Just saying. Hey, Mario. As you come on, I'm about to leave. Look at that. Because I'm leaving. I've been on for an hour. I'm ready to probably take a nap. It's been a long day. And I've been around a lot of energies today, and someone got snippy with me. I was going to say something, and I'm like, it's Scorpio season. It's Scorpio season. I get it. Yeah, people are going to be weird, especially when your energy's high. Oh, you just want to say hi? Oh, hey. And everybody, I don't know, it's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I send you all love in the world. Thank you for joining my live. If you did, if you didn't, hopefully you got a message from something somehow. Hopefully I helped you in some way. Also, please like, subscribe, share, comment. Please press the notification button so each time I post, you will get notified. And right now, as I say, this is Scorpio season. It's going to be in death and transformation. Getting rid of your old self and transforming to the new. Hopefully, it's time to walk into the unknown. I know it's scary. I know from my own experience. The things you hear, the things you see, but you've seen this when you were a child. Now you just get to understand it because there's a lot of us out here. A lot of people sharing our own stories. And this is why we create YouTube videos. So we share our stories so you can share yours and you can evolve. You could be a better version of yourself and use your gifts wisely. So I have to go. God bless you all, and you guys have a great day. I'll see you soon. I don't know when. Happy Halloween if I'm not on. And enjoy with your families. Enjoy with your kids if you have kids. Enjoy the presence of just being present. So I send you all the love in the world. God bless. Bye.
I got the pee.
You too, Mario. Bye.
I got my pee.
You don't have to show that live. What the heck is wrong with you, kid?
I don't know.